Hello everybody, today I'm going to be asking some questions to Caden, aka K Breezy. So the
Hello.
first question, what's your favorite game of if any time series?
Serious, you say? Well, if the top three you want me to ask is one, no, let me check here. That's something. No. Well, if I didn't have it, it would be Borderlands. Borderlands was a fun series and all, as it's in the third place, because sure, the fourth one kind of got some heavy controversy just because of the people in the trailer, which is fucking stupid, if you ask me. But the second game I liked the most is Little Big Planet. Sure, I didn't only experience all of them, but I knew they were good by the looks of the gameplay. So sure, I would still love to play them. And first is Killing Floor 2, which is actually the second game my mom owns. I'm waiting for Killing Floor 3 and also the fucking 5 my dad owns. God, shoot, my bad. Frick. I
Sorry.
got too mad.
I'll cut
Well,
it out.
what I was trying to say, it would be fair enough to say I only liked Killing Floor 2 because it gave me one half anxiety and adrenaline to where I'm starting to have a bit of scare. I get scared sometimes, but that fear goes into bravery. Killing zombies with saws, guns, even freaking rocket launchers, which is fun to me. But it's all fine in games when you actually have to go against the bosses. Maritek is the most annoying one because of her grappling ability, Shockwave, and last but not least, her bots that spawn repeatedly. You can't tell me once I look at her, I want to punch her so hard that her body will be draining empty. I would want to do this.
Next, by the way, let me guess. In the fourth place is probably Plants vs Zombies.
Well,
And fourth.
no, no.
Maybe fifth.
Don't. There's a second point. There's a second point 5 in the play. I don't actually hate Plants vs Zombies, but it's just the times it's dealing with. Sure, we had a dead. Sure, sadly, kind of feel bad about Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville.
Yeah, it was a failure, but also kind of like a success.
Sure, I kind of did accept it, but they just didn't update the game frequently.
Yeah, they updated
That's
for
the
only
first
1 year and then ended it. It's because
Sure,
of EA.
If PopCap didn't ask for EA, this would have been a safe. Otherwise, if EA wants to actually watch this in their free time, I want to say this. You should never do this to PopCap. You almost helped my joy. You were actually doing good that time you were working with him. I even liked Garden Warfare 2. I even watched everything. The only things I did kind of watch was only some parts of this game, but I usually get bored a couple of seconds after in the video. Still, it was a fun game. I don't care if it's dying. I would still play it if I
Actually,
have
it's actually getting revived.
Wait, how the hell?
Yeah, it's actually getting revived.
Huh.
A person named
Well,
EA Shepherd talked to EA, and EA are actually looking into GW2. And guess what? On Steam, it reached 10,000 players constantly.
Wait, what? That is actually unexpected. I was never. Maybe I'll start to play GW2 more.
EA Shepherd looked into this and like, wow, this is cool. We shall maybe make an update, hopefully, or just revive the game. Either or, if they just revive it or do an update, I would take both.
Alright, second question.
Either or will be fine. Alright, second question. What's your full name?
Oh, actually, Murrah, sure, is my last name. Kind of showed around sometimes. Which kind of was where that Amari Murrah account came from, which was actually my first successful account until a little rage on Fortnite caused its downfall. Which kind of, if you ever are a viewer of Amari Murrah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break my phone. It was a fucking Android, that's all. I'm confused how the heck my Android was able to survive, yet gain me views because of its low quality. Kind of had a second channel.
No, your full name, like real name.
Oh, but yeah, that was going to be my third question if you wanted me to ask, but I already answered it. So the second question is, my name is Caden Omari Murrah. Don't know if that's actually my real name. All I know is it's mostly, hopefully, my government name.
Alright, third question.
I already answered it if it was a channel.
No. Third question. Did you ever have a bad childhood? If you did, tell me why.
Well, one part yes, another half no. Part yes, because I had to go on medication. Kind of had some trust issues with people who joked a lot, because I knew what jokes were on the internet, but I didn't know what jokes they were making in real life. Recently, I did get over it, and I'm kind of fine with some people who make jokes. Just not all the time, that is. Because it will kind of start to trigger the instinct to me getting mad at them about the joke. But I still understand, and now I see. That's
Okay.
my answer.
Alright. Question number 4. Did you ever get in a big fight with your mom?
No, no. Wait, okay. If you think I'm lying, no. I never had. I actually just kind of felt normal.
Just a little argue?
Yeah, we just sometimes argued. But I never get onto my mom. Only just sometimes I get a bit on her because she just eats my stuff because she's starting to do this thing. Because if I eat something all the way up, she will do it too. When I'm at school.
Alright, question 5. What happened to your dad?
Oh, kind of got robbed a couple times. Hopefully he's still doing well. Well, all I know is he's doing fine. He's getting himself some time better, and sure, he kind of had a bit of issues in the past, but I don't care. I'm still glad he's my dad. And he has never whooped me except for once. Because he thought I was peeking through his door when I really wasn't. I just saw lights, and I looked at the lights, didn't see anything at all, so I kind of was trying to peek. I really didn't care. I was too young, and also still curious at the time.
Question 6. Did you ever get in really bad trouble?
No. All I know is, well, if you want to talk about school fights like trouble.
Actually, that's a different question. Question 6. What was the coolest area you ever visited?
Not many, but I did go to a Monster Jam, which kind of was boring. But it was still fun at the same time, because, well, let's be for real here. I'm going to be joyful when I started going there. I mean, sure, seeing trucks crush on things, doing tricks, even though I do some of them that I like, I would still love to watch a monster truck just run over a bus. At least I'm glad it's just props.
Those things are cool.
At least I'm glad it's not props, or else we will be having a mass murder case out here.
Number 7. What's your favorite game of all time?
Not many. I'm always picky every day. Some games have to depend on how many times I want to play with them every day. But in Roblox, there's only 5. 1, Forsaken, which apparently Mason and Tony here call it Gay-saken. Even Gay Chase. What?
No, we actually like Pillar Chase.
What about Forsaken? What happened?
I just quit it because Tony quitted it.
Oh, so you're like kind of like part follower.
But we still like play it like once in a while.
Sure, I understand it's crazy. I'm falling off.
Number 8. What's the most rage you ever felt?
Oh, actually, if you want to see, that's actually how I broke my first PlayStation. Well, my first TV, what a controller. I was playing, one time I was in my own business, I was playing, could have sworn it was, yeah, hold on, I could have sworn. It was playing Drift 5. If you search up on my name for, PlayStation Network, I'm only still play PS4, because, to be honest here, bills. My mom's bills are still suck. But when I was playing that one race that I kept failing, sure, I would hit my stuff, but this is where I felt the most annoying and most painful race I ever had in a while. Cause sure, I only left some games just because of how annoying it was. I'll play with them for a while and then come back on them later, which is kind of still a problem, which is a platformer. Excuse me. So, yeah, I was so mad, I just went like, you know what, frick it, it's time to break something. And I threw it exactly at the wall, like at the TV. I just smacked it so hard, boom! Big crack and distorted screen everywhere. Kind of scared me. So that's what happened.
Number 9. What's your favorite update for? Actually, no. What's your favorite game console of all time?
Still PlayStation, but when I started realizing how good Xbox was, I kind of into Xbox, even though I have a PS4.
Number 10. What's the best Nintendo console that you own?
I don't own any, but in opinion, I would still like the Switch, as long as the Switch 2 does not have any.
Or the Wii.
Well,
the Wii was.
Well, yeah, actually, I did. I mean, playing Splatoon on a Wii is just funny to me. Even though it was on a fucking Wii, it's still fun to play.
I didn't think Splatoon was even on a Wii.
I mean, I would play it still. It's fun, but in all honesty, I would still want to play the third game, even if it gets another DLC. Still waiting for that. I'm waiting for it.
5 more questions left.
What's
What's the most annoying class you ever fought against in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2? What's the most annoying class?
It's the exact super brains you always use. I
don't use toxic brains anymore.
Oh, thank God for Satan. For game's sake, I'm glad you don't do that.
Number 12. Have you ever went to Disneyland or Disney World? Or any of those like cool places?
No, kind of waited for one of my family members to take me somewhere, which sure happens sometimes. I even went to a water park that was fun. Still worth it? Yes, because I mean, kind of funny with one of those fountains. There was like a whole rotating fountain item. It was a park though where one of my family members live. It was sure fun, but at least it was worth it.
Question 13. What was the saddest feeling you ever felt?
Well,
hello.
We're in an interview.
I went to Walmart. By myself.
By myself.
By yourself?
Yes,
yeah.
His mother actually just lets him. Anyway, let's just continue. If you really...
Yeah.
Yes. I'm surprised.
I rode on my motorbike.
Okay. Ow, my eye! Oh, I'm hurt! Oh, my neck!
Some snacks.
Can you be quiet?
Sorry. I was still in the interview. Oakwood ends.
Well, you can continue, Kay.
I don't know what the question was as soon as you interrupted me.
What was the saddest feeling you ever felt?
The death of one of my mom's family members, Marion, can't self-produce her name. One day I couldn't figure out what happened to her, and she was presumed dead. We don't know, but so far all I knew, people kept making fun of her because she died at a McDonald's. Do not know if it was from a McDonald's or not.
I was about to bust out laughing, but it's kind of wrong to do that.
It's very wrong, bro. She didn't even...
I didn't do it.
Something jammed her lock system somehow.
No. The only reason why I was gonna bust out laughing because I heard McDonald's. That's why I was all about to bust out laughing because I heard McDonald's.
Fair enough.
Like 10 minutes ago. Why?
But that's how I felt when she did pass away. Still kind of miss her, but I had to get over it, or else it would still haunt me till this day.
Number 14. What's the happiest feeling you ever felt?
And if ever surviving anything. Yeah.
That would be true.
Well,
Number 15, which is the grand finale.
Grand finale of what?
Of the, what's the worst scared like you ever felt?
You there?
Yeah. What's the worst? What's the most scariest feeling you ever felt?
Me?
No.
Ever
okay.
getting? Well, I could remember something. One time I was. Oh shoot! Hold on.
Jay's is not eating.
One time I felt this painful ache in my stomach, and it started making me having negative feelings. And so I was like, whatever. But if you really want me to ask, if for two things, it was one, eating a bunch of melatonin gummies. I did one time, no effect. And I think the Wendy's stomach ache was at least a couple days ago. Cause I was a couple of years ago. I could have sworn. Cause my stomach was aching, and I said I had to go to sleep because it's kind of starving. So I went to sleep, and on a whole Monday, I'm not joking, a Monday, I wake up. Whoa, I almost died. Alright. I was saying, I woke up 5 days later. I'm like, how in the Lord of mercy?
Talking about.
My mom didn't even know and thought I just kept going without her guidance. And she realizes this whole time. We don't even know, and I just connected both of the memories together. I'm thinking maybe the melatonin gummies caught up to me 2 weeks later, causing me to have a stomach ache. And that was kind of terrifying to think of still.
Okay. What?
What are you guys even talking about?
He was giving me an interview. I was kind of fine with doing it.
What, Mason?
We're doing an interview.